Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since I have posted. We got a lot of stuff to tell you about, but instead of diving right into that, today I'm going to show you this amazing before and after kitchen transformation. Hi, I'm Marisa, and I was posting every Thursday a video all about interior design, and I had to take a wee bit of a break. I will share more about that in an upcoming video. We've been going through a really major transition in our lives, but I'm back, I'm ready to post. I've been filming lots of content for the last few months, and so I'm coming back at you every Thursday with a new design video, starting with this amazing one today. Now, you guys know that I graduated from the Interior Design Institute, and I loved that program so much. Well, one of the assignments in the course was actually something that I got to do with this current project that I'm going to show you today. The homeowner and I go way back. She's a really dear family friend, and she was so gracious enough to allow me to use her home as one of the assignments for my Interior Design Institute. Now, she had already hired me as her designer while I was in that program, but it was just so great to get to be working on something in real life as I was learning about it, taking this course. If you want to learn more about the interior design program, maybe it's something you do as a hobby, maybe your friends and family are always picking your brain and asking you for help with their space, or maybe you want to consider learning more about interior design so you can get into that field, I really want to encourage you to check out the video in the description box all about the Interior Design Institute. And in that video, you'll also find a link for $200 off of your enrollment fee if you want to dive into that program and learn more for yourself. If you have seen an early 2000s home, you know that there are some really unique features that were included in homes back then. Well, this house is no exception. These homeowners were not the original homeowners, but when they purchased the house a long time ago, they made zero improvements. They left it as is for as long as they could, and then they brought me in and Les Anderson Construction, and we renovated this entire house top to bottom. I'm going to show you the kitchen. You guys, look at these green cabinets. I mean, oh, they're so dated, right? But this kitchen was really functional for the family, and like I said, they used it until they literally couldn't any longer. And there was some really great features in this kitchen that we wanted to highlight, even though we wanted to bring it up to date and make it really current and more functional. Like these high ceilings. Oh my goodness, these ceilings are amazing. One of the things that you'll notice is in this before shot, there is a small wall separating the kitchen from the living room. So the homeowner has had a transition in her life and has realized that the house will actually work better for her and her family if, instead of having a living dining combo on the main floor like that, if she just created one large gathering kitchen with a huge table for people to come in and sit and relax and hang out, multiple chefs in the kitchen and people hanging out at the dining table. So we went with that and created one grand space from this living dining combo. Another feature we wanted to keep intact was the fireplace that was in the living room. However, it's gonna be a little too low there, so we needed to do some maneuvering to try to make it work better for a fireplace that would be next to a dining table. You'll see what we did in just a second. And we really wanted to focus on the homeowner's love for the outdoors, and so instead of having one set of doors leading to the backyard and a large window, we decided to get rid of the large window and actually put in an additional set of sliding doors leading to the backyard. So it brought in more light and also created more ways for her family, and all of the guests and all of the friends and family they have over to get to access their beautiful backyard. Now, this homeowner had one really special request. She had some heirloom family pieces, some antiques that had been in her family for a long time that she wanted to include in the final room. And it was so incredible to actually have an item to work around, to create a space around. And it ended up looking so fantastic. So she grew up in a little bit more of a rural community, and we really wanted a farmhouse kind of feel, but that was modern, but without going the traditional modern farmhouse that everyone's doing. And this heirloom piece was really the great starting point to bring that whole vision together. So you guys, let's take a look at the after of this spectacular kitchen transformation. You can see this incredible open concept kitchen and dining space is just so much more spacious and open. We took advantage of these high ceilings and added in some beams, a real beautiful detail to draw your eye up and also create some warmth and a little bit more of that farmhouse feel that she was going for. And remember that fireplace that was low to the ground in the living room? Well, we raised it up as high as we could without doing any exterior structural changes to the home. And we were able to get it at a really great height to have next to a dining table. So there is still a working fireplace in this beautiful open kitchen, and it is just so lovely. Now you guys, I actually have a video coming up that I'm gonna talk all about this fireplace because we did some really unique things that I think you might find helpful. If you have a fireplace that you either think is dated or is in the wrong position, or maybe it doesn't have a traditional bump out and there's not really like the presence of a fireplace with a mantle, we can help. So in a couple of weeks, you're gonna see a video all about this fireplace situation, and hopefully it will help you with your fireplace troubles. I love that we were able to put this heirloom piece as soon as you walk into the kitchen. It separates kind of the dining area from the kitchen area, and it's the focal point when you walk in. The homeowner was so wonderful, and she allowed us to cut this hutch into 2 separate pieces. Doing this allowed us to raise the height of it up a little bit so that instead of it being a lower hutch, it actually flowed a little bit nicer with the line of the top of the windows, and it just felt like it had a little bit more presence. But also separating this into 2 pieces allowed us to put a countertop and a backsplash on this piece that reflected what we did in the rest of the kitchen. And that creates more of a seamless look and helps to integrate this old antique piece with the new modern kitchen that we provided. So since the hutch was cut in half, we were able to create this beautiful place for her to store her family pieces, create a coffee bar out of it. It's really practical and really functional while still being really meaningful to her and working well with the overall design of the new space. Now, like I said, the homeowner has been through some transitions, and so now there's many cooks in the kitchen in her house, and so it was really important that this was a large working island. She did not want the space along the back of an island for a bunch of stools. Instead, the entire island is outfitted with storage so that multiple people could be in there cooking, meal prepping, and baking at the same time and have lots of space to store all of the things they would need to accomplish that. She actually had the idea of using the end of the island to put a couple of bar stools, and I think that worked out really lovely. If someone does want to sit and chat while someone is prepping, there's the space to do so there. You can see that there is loads of counter space and storage space in this kitchen. It is absolutely calm and serene and so lovely to be in. These cupboards were done in an oyster color, just a really soft off-white shade. It's so lovely. And these quartz countertops really helped create a monochromatic look between the counters and the cupboards. And it is a beautiful quartz. There's a little bit of movement, but not a lot of real sharp marbling and real contrasting elements to it. So this is a really lovely, calm, serene piece of stone, and we took this stone up the backsplash to create, again, a more monochromatic, really calm look. In addition, we created this little tiny stone ledge that we did across the top of the backsplash, and this just creates extra space for her to put some art or some spices or different things. And it's just a beautiful feature that's really practical, but also using the same element as the counter in the backsplash means it's really seamless. This is a really gorgeous look. It feels elevated and sophisticated while still really being cozy and warm and welcoming. So since everything in this space was really calming and soothing, we didn't want to put in a big range hood that was gonna be a distraction or that was gonna be a focal point. So instead we did this custom range hood. The contractor drywalled it in, plastered it, painted it the same color as the cupboards, and it's just this beautiful sculptural piece that blends really nicely into the wall color and into the paint color of the cupboards. And it's just there. It's just so beautiful. I love the simplicity of it. I love that it doesn't scream to get your attention, but it blends in really well with the overall aesthetic in the kitchen. We painted all of the walls in this kitchen Panda White by Sherwin-Williams. It is the most gorgeous, soft white without hitting yellow. If you're looking for a really warm white without it feeling too cream or too yellow, I love Panda White by Sherwin-Williams, and it happened to match the oyster color of these upper cabinets perfectly. I will link in the description box our general contractor and our kitchen supplier, as well as the quartz countertop in case you want to take a peek at that yourself online. But truly, all of these elements came together to create such a beautiful, big gathering kitchen for this homeowner and her family. Over in the dining area, she reclaimed this old table and chair set. She found it on Facebook Marketplace and had somebody refinish it, and it looks so lovely. And then over in that side of the kitchen, instead of doing the same light oyster color on the cabinetry, we opted for a real onyx deep black shade. And it's a really nice contrast. It kind of separates that workspace and that counter space, separates it from the whole kitchen area, and almost makes it feel like a buffet or a sideboard in the dining space. It's 24 inches deep, so it still has full-size cupboards and drawers and cabinetry underneath, providing tons of extra storage, but also a great serving area for when she has big family gatherings. There's a massive wall behind this space here, and what she has plans for is she's gonna go through her old family photos. I'm talking like generations back. She's gonna get them all matted and framed, and it's gonna become this gorgeous gallery wall that really honors the tradition of the past, honors family from the past, honors her current family, and really creates this feeling of this is our family gathering kitchen, and this is the family from the past, this is our heritage, our legacy. Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful when it's completed, but it's gonna be a long project. So I wanted to show you guys this kitchen, even though the gallery wall is not yet done. Now, as spectacular as this kitchen is, I want to tell you a few ways that we were able to save money on this gorgeous space. First of all, we didn't really change the floor plan of the kitchen cabinetry. If you look at the before, it followed the outline of these angled walls, and we continue to keep it the same way. We just happened to add in the island and the extra countertop and cupboards over by the dining area. But by following that same shape, we didn't really do tons and tons of changes. Additionally, we kept all the plumbing where it was. So by keeping the sink where it originally was, we didn't have to bring in we didn't need extensive plumbing work done, and that really helps to save some money. We also saved money by raising the fireplace as high as we could in its existing confines. So if you were to go outside of this house, you would see the brick exterior has a bump out, and that bump out is the back side of the fireplace. And it's, you know, certain height, certain width, certain depth. So using that existing space, we were able to lift the fireplace up, and we actually shifted it over a little as well to off-center it. And by working within the confines of what was already there, we were able to get that fireplace to a level that worked really good for a dining space, but we did not have the expense of breaking through all that brick and raising up the structure that housed the fireplace. Another way we save money is with cabinetry moldings. So you notice there's really high ceilings in this space, and so you could have put moldings on top of the cabinetry. However, thankfully, she was not a fan of that, because I certainly am not a fan of that. Instead, we put this one tiny piece of trim on the top of all the cabinets for real simplicity's sake. One of the reasons why this is good, apart from saving money, is because you'll notice that one side of the kitchen has a lower ceiling height and the other side of the kitchen has a high ceiling height. Well, by doing a small piece of trim instead of doing big molding, we were able to get as much height as we could under the section of this kitchen that has a lower ceiling height, and then we kept that height for the entire rest of the cabinetry all through the whole kitchen. It's simple, it's minimal, it's clean, and it really draws your eye up so that you see the beams in the ceiling instead of some ornate molding that really would have just been there for decor and that would have cost extra money. We also save money with this project by going with luxury vinyl plank flooring instead of with engineered hardwood or another more expensive hardwood option. So these floors are durable, they look fantastic. We actually ended up using this flooring throughout her entire home with this renovation. I'll link the product below for you if you're interested, but it's just a really beautiful warm wood tone that's durable, and it's gonna last for a really long time. Two other ways that we saved money in this kitchen, those beautiful drapes on the walkouts to the backyard, you guys, they're from Costco. She found them at Costco, and instead of just getting one panel per side, she doubled them up to make them look really full and rich. They look so fantastic. You would never guess that these are just straight from a box from Costco. They're beautiful. The other thing that she did was we found this gorgeous fabric, and she made these faux Roman shades to go over the kitchen window. Has a little bit of a floral pattern, which plays off really beautifully with her antique china. And then also she used a similar fabric to make a table runner down the center of her dining room table. And then she Actually, one side is the floral and I believe the other side is the Costco curtain fabric. So it all works really well together, but because she was able to sew it all herself, we saved a little bit of money with the fabrics and the window treatments, and you would never guess by looking at it. It looks custom, it looks perfect. The color, everything about it is exactly what we had envisioned, but she was able to take care of that herself. That's a really great way to save a couple dollars in a project. Isn't that such a great transformation? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. You guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you have an amazing week. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, tap subscribe if you aren't already subscribed to this channel. Share this video with a friend who's got a kitchen renovation coming up. Maybe they'll get some ideas. You know, all the things. You guys have a great week. We'll talk to you next time right here at I Am Loved.